Hey YouTube, it's Seymour coming at you with my top 8 regional deck that I took to the past Garden City regionals. So this is the second time I topped with TGs in a row. So I feel this is a pretty strong deck this format. And yeah, there was about 300 people there. So there was 9 rounds of Swiss. So I won 8-1 and made top 8. So did pretty well with this deck. But before I get started, I'm trying to make these other 2 decks while I'm still playing TGs. So I'm looking for common staples because I already have everything else for the deck. Like I have Zen Mighties, and I need 2 more Hornets. So if anyone has those, let me know. But I basically have everything for the deck. But I'm missing like common MSTs, common Torrential Tributes, common Dark Holes, super Effect Veilers since those are the lowest rarity. And super Solemn Warnings and common Solemn Judgments. So if you guys have those and want to trade them to me, let me know. We can work out a deal. I want to try to put these deck profiles up, but I don't want to do it on Dueling Network. I just want to make them in real life and try to get some duels with them. So if you guys have any of those common staples or Effect Veilers or Solemn Warnings, let me know and we can work out a deal. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with my deck profile and explain some of my card choices and whatnot. But it's basically the same as the last deck profile, but 1 card different. So I play 3 Rush Rhino, 3 Werewolf, and 1 Striker. Basic standard. I play 3 Photon Saber Tigers. This card put in work the other day, or on Saturday. It was really good. 2 T-Kings. Yep, pretty standard. I play the 2 Barbaros. 3,000 under the skill drain. It's really good. And 2 Maxis. Usually I sided this out against most matchups. Even against Dino Rabbit, I sided this out. Put in better cards. Because this only nets you a +1 against Dino Rabbit for the Rabbit play. For the tour guy play, they're not going to go into Leviair and whatnot. And usually you play skill drain, so they're not going to get that Leviair play off anyways. So I usually cut it out against Rabbit, but it's really good against windups. Triple Duality, standard, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Avarice, 1 Reborn, and 1 Book. Pretty standard. Book is pretty good this format. It's good against windups and Inzectors. It's okay against Dino Rabbit, I guess. Triple Skill Drain. Now this was the only change since the last deck profile. I added in the 3rd Skill Drain. Works. It's just really well. Usually open up at least 1, but if opening 2 is not that great. But you just want to have it all the time. So 3 Skill Drain is really good. 1 Judgment, 2 Warnings, 2 Starlight. You play a lot of. There's 2 Torrentials this format: Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Mirror Force. So 2 Starlight's really good this format. Double Torrential Tribute. Yep. And Triple Horn of the Phantom Beast. This card is so good. I usually kept it in against most decks. I sided some of them out against certain decks, like maybe against Dino Rabbit, because they play Lances. But against windups, I kept it in, I think. And I'm not sure about Inzectors. I think I took out some other cards against Inzectors. 2 TG1 EM1s. It's pretty good. It's good against those rogue decks. Like round 1, I faced Nordics, and I took their 4,000 guy with TG1 EM1. So it's pretty good against rogue decks and whatnot. It's good against heroes too. Takes their shining. 2 D prisons. Pretty standard. And 1 Mirror Force. So that's for the deck. I'll show you the extra deck and then the side deck. So for the extra deck, you have 1 Librarian, 1 Wonder Magician, 1 Catastor, 1 Brionac, 1 Naturia Barkion, 1 Gaia Knight, good under skill drain, 1 Stardust, 1 Black Rose, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Colossal Fighter, good under skill drain of course, 1 Utopia, 1 Leviathan. I didn't make any rank 3s all day, so yeah. I think I actually might have made Zen mains. I might have made Zen mains, I'm not for sure, but 1 Zen mains. 1 Acid Golem. Didn't make him all day, but it's there for if you need it. And 1 Chimera Tech. Yeah, I barely synchroed or XYZ'd all day. I think I made him a couple of times, and this a couple of times, and I brought this out with Starlight Road a lot of times. I think that's it. And I made Guy Knight against Windups under Skill Drain, so yeah. And for the side deck, it's pretty standard. 2 Cyber Dragon for against Windups and other anti-meta decks or other rogue decks. 2 DD Crow for against Inzectors. 2 Effect Veilers for against Inzectors and or Windups and other decks that rely on effects. 1 Thunder King. This card put in work against Dino Rabbit, so 3 Thunder Kings really good against Dino Rabbit. I sided 2 MSTs, not 3, and the last card I sided was Heavy Storm. Now a lot of people wouldn't side the Heavy Storm, but for the past 2 regionals I went to that I made top 8 with, I sided this card in usually every, I'm not sure if it was every game 2 and 3, but against decks that set lots of back row or they side in cards against me, such as Decrees, D-Prisons, anything that can stop my attacks or summons like Bottomless Trap Holes. Heavy Storm really comes in handy because so even if you don't open it first turn, a good TG player is not going to set 4 cards. They're not going to set 4 cards and then knowing they sided in Heavy Storm. Usually you're only going to set 1 or 2 back row because you know you sided in the Heavy Storm. And if you draw it, you want to get your advantage off of the Heavy Storm and win the game. Because usually your opponent sets lots of back row if they know you're playing TGs and they don't expect the Heavy Storm coming. And yeah, so if you're a TG player, I'd suggest try siding this card. It's really good if you play it right. You just have to be careful of how much back row you set because you don't want to draw into it when you have like 4 back row set. You can also bluff it too in TGs because they're not going to blind MST your back rows because they want to get rid of that skill drain. 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors. Yeah, it's really good against Inzectors. Double Bottomless Trap Hole. Good against Dino Rabbit. And last card was a 3rd TG1 EM1. This was for rogue matchups. And that's basically what it was for. I could have put in like a compulsor or anything, but it was a last minute thing. I just put in a 3rd EM1. I think I only sided in against Heroes and Nordic. So yeah. So that's it for my deck profile. If anyone has any of the cards I named for these decks and you want to trade them to me, let me know. They're mostly commons except for the Veilers and the Solemn Warnings. So, and the Hornets if you guys have any Hornets for trade. So that's basically it for this deck profile. Hit the like button if you want to see more videos from me. And if you're in the Michigan area and you play Cardfight Vanguard, our locals got set 2 of the set, so you can play Soul Saber the Soul Saber Dragons and other cards. If you want to, it's at Collectible Investments, so if you want to play Vanguard, go there. They have tournaments every Saturday for Vanguard. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile, and until next time, yeah, Team Ward out, peace.